all night. But without further ado, I give you Jessica Caremore.
I appreciate it. Hey, how y'all doing? And my brother Tongo, man. So, me and Tongo been running around. He was my what I call my jankly tour guide. If you have my book, We Want Our Bodies Back, then you know that we've been friends for a long time because at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the poems are for him, were inspired by him in my time. And I've been performing in the Bay, reading in the Bay my whole career. And we had an activist friend out of New Orleans that said, Jessica, you and Tongo got to know each other. And I was at Skyline College, and this 7-foot brother walked in trying to act inconspicuous. I was like, I'm on the microphone. I was like, now you know I see you, Tongo, right? I see you in the audience. So yeah, just shout out to Tongo for like blessing. He's a gift. I've been talking about him. More Black Press, my publishing house, just put out a book by Brad Walron, Everywhere Alien, and we're happy and excited about the idea of getting Tongo Eisen-Martin's next book. So I plan on publishing my friend very soon, in the soon future. So I'm a little kind of just taken off guard. Like I was actually in San Francisco. Tongo was there too, so I've just got back home. But I just heard that someone I love dearly has passed away, and so I just literally got the news sitting on that chair. And so I'm just trying to like get my, self anchored. And so This is a woman who is a legend in the world and the universe. And years ago when I was doing Black Women Rock at the Apollo Theater, she came out because, people in this industry are just like, especially women, can be like real nasty and towards each other. And when you're a real legend, when you really be doing the work, it's so easy for you to give it up to another woman. And this woman came up to me after Black Women Rock and was literally bowing to me like this. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, why are you? She said, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. She said, where do I get a t-shirt? Where's all the merch at? And it's crazy because I got my Black Women Rock t-shirt on right now. Hey, and so I think we should I'm not into I hate people who force me to meditate. I hate people who force me to pray. I think it's weird, all that shit in public settings at a coffee house or whatever. But I just want to say that we should just maybe take one deep breath for Judith Jamison, who has made her transition, who is the lead choreographer. You should Google her. Elvin Ailey, she's a legend, and we should let's make some energy for her because I think and for our people who are not culturally plugged in, you should look up Judith Jamison. She was a trailblazing dancer and choreographer and for Elvin Ailey for many years, and she's just passed away. So she's very important, so I'm giving my set to Judith Jamison, rest in power. She's a warrior woman, and and so I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I guess I'll read some poems and shit. I don't know how Tongo has all that poetry in his DNA.
I mean, it's...
Listen, just please know I have a half hour to at least a good hour of stuff in my head. I write so much, and I like to read new shit, and I just can't memorize that because Tongo is carrying a baby, but I nursed one, and so when you nurse a baby, your brain cells just go through your titties and into the baby's mouth, and then you make amazing kids like my son King, who's amazing, right? And so way more amazing than me. And but yeah, I can't memorize that shit. Anyway, so I'd be looking at him like, are you serious? Are you just gonna keep going? So good. But I'm gonna read. I'm gonna do what I know how to do. And I'm gonna read this poem. I'm writing a new book called No Dead Goats, Goats. And this one is it's one of my new favorite poems. It's for Mary Baraka. And I hope you know who that is. I don't be knowing who people know, but fuck it, just look it up, this is the education system here. Most of us are purposely, the only reason why we could have the person in office, I don't trying to say his name, is because we're a culturally inept country. And so people don't know a lot about the people that actually made this country great. Don't look like the person that's the elected person. So anyway, I never call him the president thing because I've told my son when he was 9 years old, when that person got elected for the first time, that I was the motherfucking president. And so I just continue my reign as the president and keep it moving. So this is No Dead Goats for Amiri Baraka, and it's kind of a nod to, I wrote it originally for Russell Gunn, who did a big tribute at the Apollo Theater with like a 24-piece orchestra for Amiri Baraka and the anniversary of the blues and its people. It's a really great book. And it was a big tribute to Amiri Baraka. So, are you a shout or a holler? A 3-bar, 12, or 8-bar blues? Depends on what year you enter this language, this atmosphere with holes of sunlight and daybreak and heartache. This is a blues for the anchor dreamer, work song, a black nerd spiritual, a freedom spiritual whisperer code, a declaration of sovereignty, an antebellum blues, a 125th Street rumble beneath your walk, still felt the after hours, the entrance point, uptown, the boogie down Bronx. Maybe your head nod is 50 years old. Maybe you're a 1968 soul bird, 3 feet high and rising in 1989. Hip hop royalty, rest in real lyrics, Dave, the Dove. The stakes is still high here. Jay Dilla, Tribe, KRS, Big L, Run DMC, Rakim, Nas, Lauren, Missy Elliott, Bahamadia, Left Eye, Ladybug Mecca, my sister, Pharaoh, Outkast, Killer Mike, T.I., Black Star, the cassette tape, the breakdance, the graffiti, the DJ, Baten, DMX, Zaki, Morrison, Sekou, Betty Davis, Ruby, and Ozzy. No dead goats. It's in the water. It's in the secret handshakes. It's in the undertow. It's in the forgotten stories. Welcome, ancestor Amiri Baraka. Somebody burn the sage. Disguise yourself as anything but yourself. Welcome, survivors. Russell Gunn, Craig Harris, Jasmine Horn, Stephonic, Weedy, drummers, poets, architects of sound, beatbox, moonwalk, hopscotch, double dutch, just enough. Pieces of a man, Gil Scott Heron, lives in the lines of our hands. No dead goats. Poets of the apocalypse now. Torchbearers for the forgotten. Shout out to the liars. Much love to the letter writers, the organizers, the rebellions, Detroit, Chicago, Newark. How will you new Negroes find your freedom without Google? There are no fares to pay, no one owns any shares, no more board of directors, no new age gatekeepers, no NFTs. We're not interested in white silence or heroes for that matter. We are not creative abolitionists, black as French Cadillacs. We are freedom fighters. We do not lie down our bodies in the name of the Holy Ghost. We are not ghosts. We just the ones that never left. Refuse to be plowed over, renamed, rebranded. We ban all words beginning with R-E except revolution. New is a code word for erasure. New is a code word for erasure. Our Father who art, who draw, who paint, who resurrect colors into black cannon, into spray paint ammunition, they kingdom come. Where you from? Who's the water girl? Where's the offerings for Yemaya? That's love. Where are the offerings for Yemaya? I gotta find my spot. When the monarchy gonna belt down all their middle passage pound, everything they stole from Africa into bright, pretty pearls for all our illuminated daughters of the diaspora. Now that's the Jane Cortez blues poem. Ooh. Where's the Spitfire spirituals? The poems about the ones who did not go peacefully. We didn't ask the water to save us, but water knew. All these fine mermaids are born Atlantic black in 1619. A Nina Simone, no drag to hell, captive at the bottom of a nightmare ship. We do not want to hear how you saved us. I'm not interested in your gaze. You surprised I'm not here to entertain you? These blues never leave you. This blackness never betrays you. We here to the finish line of all finish lines, baby, till eternity. No dead goats. Long live Amiri Baraka. Long live Judith Jameson. Woo!